What's up, YouTube? This is Red Zone 101. God bless and peace. Wanted to show you a new air gun that I just purchased. This was recommended by one of my viewers after seeing I think it was my video on the Vera 400E gun, and the experience that I had wasn't that great. Granted, other people may have had some better experiences. God bless. I'm glad for you. Mine wasn't that good, so I had to return it. But I did want to give Vera a shout out because they took care of me. The customer service was excellent. They returned it. They refunded my purchase. No questions asked. Great company. I've got a couple of their air guns. I mean, the one that I returned, it just wasn't working for me. So maybe I got a limit. Anyway, want to talk about this air gun right here. This is a Crosman Bushmaster MPW. This is a full auto BB gun in 177. Now, as I said, one of my subscribers mentioned this gun to me, and I thought, well, this air gun, this is an air gun, okay, CO2 powered. Said that, this might be something that I might want to look into, because they had one. Well, I guess they have one. And I figured, you know what? Let me give it a shot. I've got a couple of Crosman, and my Crosman are great air guns. I've got the Crosman DPMS full auto SBR. I've got the Crosman AK1, which is basically an AK version of a full auto BB gun, and they work great. If you've seen my last video, you saw them. Actually, you saw this one here too, but I wanted to give this one a little more love because in the video that I did, I didn't have the red dot was sighted in. So I wanted to talk to you about this one. I got a great deal on this air gun here. I went on looking for one. I went on different sites, Pyramid Air, and this air gun here is going for about a little bit over $200, which isn't bad. Full auto, and Crosman makes some great products, so I knew that it was going to be a good quality air gun and reasonably priced. So I went looking for one, and let me put this down, and I'll continue talking. That right there. Okay, and I went to one of my favorite sites, eBay. I'm an eBay person. I can get some great deals on eBay. I've had a couple of deals too that weren't that great, but for the most part, my experience on eBay has been good. So I went looking on eBay, and yeah, the prices were going anywhere for as low as a little bit under 200 to 200 plus. And anybody that knows me, I like to get a deal. So I'm looking on eBay, and I came across this one ad. It said Crosman MPW full auto BB gun, new, going for $89 plus shipping and handling. And I thought, that's got to be too good to be true. I mean, when anything sounds that good, the gun goes for literally, the air gun goes for literally over $200, and they're selling it for 89. I thought, something's up. But I was intrigued, okay, because I like it. I like a deal. So I went on the site and I looked at the description, and it said, look at description, right? So I looked at the description, and it showed where the air gun, although it was brand new and shipping, the stock was broke. Now, in the description, the seller wrote, the, the air gun works fine. It's just the stock is broke. And I thought, that might be worth looking into. So after giving it some thought, and the seller had a pretty good reputation. Now, that's another thing. If you're going to buy on eBay, look at the reviews. If a seller has under, let's say, 90% on their rating, normally I'm hesitant, okay? But this seller had a pretty good rating in the high in the high 90s. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to give it a shot. So I sent him an email. And I said, hey, is there any wiggle room on the price? And he got back with me and said, I could let it go for $80. $80? Now that was sounding more tempting at that point. So I got back with him. I said, send me an offer and I'll buy it. So he sent me an offer and I bought my Crosman MPW full auto for $89. Now, granted, with shipping and handling, it came up to a little bit over 100, maybe about 105 or something, and that's including tax, which wasn't bad. But the thing is it going to work? That was my big concern. But the seller had a return policy also, that if I didn't like it for whatever reason, that I could return it. I think it was for 30 days. Now that, I mean, that right there, that made it a little more, um, I felt safer in buying it. If I could return it, let's say I got it, it didn't work, I could return it in 30 days. I get my money back. I'd have to pay, I'd have to pay for shipping, but I could live with that. So anyway, I pulled the trigger, I bought it. And when I got it, now the back of it, as I said, the stock was broke. So I thought, well, what if I turn the stock into a pistol version of an AK? Thought that might be kind of cool because Crosman actually sells a pistol version of this air gun. Let me get it. Let me see real quick. I think it's called the Crosman A4-P full auto CO2 BB pistol. Okay, and that one right there is going for $169 on Pyramid Air, which ain't a bad price. So I thought, well, let me see if I can turn it into a pistol version of that gun. So at first, this is the stock, well, what's left of it. I cut the stock off here. I tried to, and it's going to Dremel it, and that didn't come out that well. So I just took this stock off completely. Okay, so anyway, that was a done deal. So then I got cheap. Yeah, and I will be the first to say, yes, I got cheap with this. I decided I'm going to make me a buffer tube pad. Okay, so I went to Home Depot and I bought some pipe liner, and that's what you saw in the last video. I used some electrical tape and I looked at it and I thought, this don't look good. Even my wife said, no, that don't look good. But I still did the video. My last video, can a recreational air gun be used for home/self-defense? And I used it for that video. And as you see, I forgot to cite in the red dot. But anyway, I looked at that and I said, it just don't look right. And if I'm going to do it, let me do it. And for $8 on eBay, I was able to get a buffer pad and put it on, and it looked really sweet. So without further ado, let me show you what the air gun looks like now. It is loaded. It's on safe. Now tell me, is that not a sweet look right there? I mean, looks just like an AR pistol. And I mean, the weight, these are great trainers and just a lot of fun. The weight is really good. It's realistic. The construction, the plastic, I'll say polymer. The polymer doesn't feel cheap. And the buffer pad went on really well. It took me a little effort to get it on there. I had to use a little oil on the metal part here and slide it on. But now it's on there. And let me tell you, that's a really good look. And what's really nice about this particular conversion here that I did, fixing the stock here, is that when you look at the one that Crosman sells, that is a pistol version, the pistol version of this, it's only shooting at 400 feet per second at the high end, which still is pretty good. But this right here, the Bushmaster, let me get it right, MPW, you got all these letters, but anyway, MPW is actually shooting at the same rate of fire at the top end as my Crosman DPMS and my Crosman AK1. So this here has a higher FPS than the pistol version that Crosman has out now. This shoots at 400 at the top end, 430 feet per second. So anyway, I want to give it a couple of shots because you know, when I shot it last time, um, like I said, I didn't have the red dot sighted, so I missed completely. Now I've got the red dot, green dot, whatever, sighted in. We're going to take a couple of shots. So let me put this down for a minute. Give me 1 second, and I'll be right back, and we'll do a demonstration. Okay, I'm back again. Okay, we're going to do an accuracy test. And I've sighted in. I've got a target I set up there. I've been taking a couple of shots with it to sight in the red dot. I'm going to make another circle and see if we can put some of those holes, some of those shots like in a circle. All right. Now we're shooting at about 15 feet, maybe a little bit more. Let's do this. Okay. Here we go. All right, let me get it out here. Now, this is not a target gun, so I'm not expecting pinpoint accuracy, but I want to get it at least close to that, the circle, like if not, right in there. So I've got it loaded with the CO2. It's charged. Got it on safe. Took it off safe. Putting on my green dot. And we're going to give this a couple of shots now. Going hot. Okay. Now my hand wasn't the steadiest, but let's take a look at, well, let's just take a look and see like what we did. Let's get that out of the way before I trip. Wouldn't that be a great ending to this video? Not really. Okay. Actually, that's not too bad. 1, 2, 3. Got them all in the circle. That's about maybe, think about an inch or whatever circle, something around there. I don't have my tape measure up. Yes, I do. Here we go. That circle is about 2 inches, excuse me. And I got them all in the circle. So that's not too bad. And I'm talking about for a gun that's not designed as a target gun. That accuracy is okay with me because that's good enough to practice with. A lot of times I'm practicing for center mass. And if I had to do, and if I was practicing for headshots, that's not bad. That's perfect. All right, let's put it back up. Now let's go with the fun part of this video, full auto. I probably should have about, I don't know, maybe 15, 10 shots left in it. Let's see what kind of group we get at full auto. That was quick. Okay. What I love about these here is the rate of fire. I mean, it has a really high rate of fire. I'm not exactly sure what the rate of fire is, but I'm telling you, these BBs are coming out really quick. And as I said in one of my last video, you wouldn't want to be standing in front of this if you were, well, I wouldn't want to be standing in front of this, period. But if a bad guy was entering into your house and this was loaded and ready to go, he'd have he or she, these days, you never know, he or she would have a really bad day. So put that back in safe, turn off my green dot, and let's take a look at the grouping in full auto. Now this group was for me just holding the air gun. I wasn't supported, didn't use a brace or whatever, but still, from a little bit over 15 feet, hello there, they're my neighbors, that's not a bad group. And let me tell you, I am very happy with this purchase here. I think this came out really well. I mean, 80, a little bit over $100, and that's with shipping and handling. That's with taxes and everything. You can't beat that. And like I said, these are great to practice with at home as long as wherever you live, it's legal to do so. And like in my state of Michigan, it's legal to practice with air guns in your backyard. And I've got plenty of room here. My neighbors are way on the other side of nowhere land or whatever. The part of Detroit that I live in, um, most of the people have moved out. Lots of land here. I love it like this. I'm a bit of a recluse. I like my space. This is perfect. So anyway, guys, want to thank you for watching. And I did this video to say, you know, sometimes if you look around, you can find some really good deals on air guns. This here, take this baby out. It's one of my new faves. Is a great. This here was just such a bargain, and I am so happy with it. Um, $89. No, excuse me, $80 because he went down from 89 to $80. I just can't say enough about this. Um, very happy with this purchase. Look around. Maybe you'll find something, you know. I'm rambling now. I'm just happy. Anyway, people, want to thank you for watching. I've got another review coming up. There's a couple of air guns that I just purchased. One just came in today. Um, And I've been looking at this for some time now. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but let's put it like this. It's got two barrels. And it is an air gun. And I've been looking at it for a while. Something to, you know, go with my Berna for self-defense. And anyway, hopefully you'll stay tuned for my next video and you'll get to take a look at that. I'm going to do an unboxing. Anyway, people, this is Red Zone 101. Thank you for watching. As always, if you like my content, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and as always, God bless and peace.